It's Turner in pole position, Daljeet Behe, then it's Paul Goddard and Roger Mullen on row 2. Haven't seen Roger for a while. Trying to hold them back. They're very keen, you know. The charge down and into turn 1, and Turner's got the hole shot, and Goddard's bet the farm. He's trying to go round the outside of Behe. He shot, he missed. There's a rude football chant there, which I won't broadcast. But he's got third place behind Behe for now. Pete Gillett well up as well. Got ahead of Mullen. And Goddard's trying his best, and he's got it done. Goddard through to second place. Persistence personified. And Mullen's got cart 72, which is Nick Divers, which sounds... No, it's not. So end of lap 1, Turner leads. Goddard's picked up a penalty. So Paul Goddard, he gets through to second, but he's already picked up a penalty. Oh dear. Daljeet Behe down to third. Pete Gillett, 4 places up for grabs here. Pete Gillett is moved into 4th place. Although I think that may have changed because Mullen is ahead of him. So penalty for 61, Paul Goddard. Daljeet Behe 3rd, Roger Mullen 4th, Pete Gillett down to 5th now. Andrew Clark, Nick Divers, Josh Pettit, Sean Morter and Martin Gurnett round out the top 10. Fun in the sun here at Whilton Mill. Oh, and around, somebody's been taken out. I'm not sure who that is. We'll probably see a penalty for that one, I would have thought. Top 4 to qualify. And we're looking at the battle for about 7th place. Martin Gurnett in red. So through they come. It's Mark Turner leading by 1.6 seconds from Paul Goddard with a penalty. Daljeet Behe, Roger Mullen, Pete Gillett, Josh Pettit, Sean Morter, Martin Gurnett, Nick Trafford now, and Scott Kelman come into the top 10. And it looks as though Mullen's lost ground. Is that Mullen? I think it is. So there's Goddard. There's your race leader, Mark Turner. 1.6 seconds clear and heading to the back of the Prix. Goddard, well, top 4. It might not be a heavy penalty, but he's got one, so question mark whether or not he'll qualify. Oh! And Josh Pettit runs Pete Gillett to the wall. That was a little unnecessary. Track limits warning for Josh Pettit, no surprise. So let's reset this field at the bottom of Zulu. It's Turner, Goddard with a penalty, Daljeet Behe, Roger Mullen, Josh Pettit in 5th. And depending on what the penalty is for Goddard, that could be 4th place, that could be qualification. Pete Gillett. On his bumper is Sean Morter in car 95, Martin Gurnett, Nick Trafford, Scott Kelman. And we're through the first third of this Pre-B final. We're up to Christmas corner. Check the string to make sure it's still running, and for some reason it is. What a surprise. It won't last. Oh dear. And who is that? Hard to tell. Roger Mullen is closing in on Daljeet Behe, Josh Pettit as well. They're dropping Pete Gillett and Sean Morter, and Gillett's been given a track limits warning as well. place has sort of settled down now. Battle for 8th place, Martin Gurnett. And then the battle for 9th, I should say. Scott Kelman and Nick Divers. Kelman in car 87. Gurnett, Kelman, Divers. He's got an overlap. He should push that one through, but he can't make it stick. And that's inviting in Aaron Stevens to the party. And we now have a 3-way dice for 8th place. Sorry, 9th place. So Kelman on the defensive once again. Looking further forward. Gillett. Oh. And Mortar. Has Mortar got a run on Pete Gillett for 5th place? 5th place? 6th place. Oh! You're not missing anything up front, I've got to tell you. It's all fairly static. Josh Pettit, that said, has now caught up with Daljit Behe. Mullen's got by. So it's Mark Turner, Paul Goddard, Roger Mullen, Daljit Behe. A curb warning for Josh Pettit in 5th. You better be careful, too many of those and you might just get a penalty. Further back, Kelman. We had a change around there. That doesn't look quite the way I remember it. Aaron Stevens trying to push through. There's Kelman in 9th. Stevens is through to 10th. Daniel Marshall, 109. Henry Jackson up to 13th. He's not going to qualify from there. Where's our race leader? With 4 minutes left. There's our 2nd place, Paul Goddard. Probably thinking about his argument for why that wasn't a penalty, so he can qualify. I hope he gets through. Roger Mullen, Daljit Behe, your top 4. We've lost Josh Pettit. I don't know what happened to him, but he's gone somewhere. Oh, he's spun out in the boot section. Oh dear, disappointing return to action for Josh. So the question is, where's a battle going on right now? I think that's Henry Jackson chopping through the field. In his Tony Kart suit. That's got to be worth 0.3 of a second. Oh, trying to go down the inside, and Stevens has the position back. So Henry Jackson's run up from the back of the field after being excluded for being underweight has got as far as Aaron Stevens and is struggling to get into the top 10. Where's our race leader? Coming down through the S's. Oh dear, shocking camera work. There he is, Turner, Goddard. Ignore the back marker. Next man up is Roger Mullen. 3rd, ahead of Daljit Behe. Both of them could be ahead of Paul Goddard, depending on the severity of the penalty that he's incurred. Sean Morter ahead now of Pete Gillett. Paul Goddard is your leading super heavyweight. Although you only have to look at Sean Morter to realise he's a super heavyweight as well. That's unkind. I'm one to talk. Pete Gillett in 6th. Martin Gurnett in 7th. Scott Kelman in 8th. Nick Divers 9th. David Sterling's been off the road. Henry Jackson is in 10th now, ahead of Aaron Stevens. He'll be looking for pole position for the B final to get on the back of the A. Just lapping David Sterling. Thank you, Gary Marshall. I am the Murray Walker. I'm the voice of Club 100. I only have to open my voice and everyone says that's him from the video. Anyway, Mark Turner coming through to put another lap in the books on what has been a Sunday drive for him, literally. 2.3 seconds ahead of Paul Goddard. Track limits warning for Daljit Behi in 3rd place. What's happened to Roger Mullen? Because I only see Sean Morter in 4th now. Mullen has dropped off the track somewhere. I can't understand how you can fall off when you're in the top 4 of a pre-B final. As my camera work just wanders around the track aimlessly. Final lap board is out. Your race winner is going to be Mark Turner. He moves forward to the back of the pre-A final. Will Paul Goddard join him? Well, you'll have to look at the results page for that. Daljit Behi is 3rd. Sean Morter 4th. Pete Gillett could be the 4th driver going through, or he may miss out in 5th. Ahead of Martin Gurnett, Scott Kelman, Nick Divers, Henry Jackson, Aaron Stevens was your top 10.